Well, hello. There's already people waiting.
I said we were going to go live.
Okay.
So
How was the ball game?
let me get it all set up here.
Hey, there's Allison. I was just talking to her.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ooh, I look
on your head.
terrible. Sunglasses. Let my.
There we go.
We're doing a little.
We're good now.
Oh my goodness, this is not a good. This is not a good look for me. Anyway.
Oh, there we are.
So how is everybody? Happy Monday. Yeah, we just got in from Emily's last softball game of the season. I got it. I got you.
Thank you.
I got you. Hey, Amber and Diana. The game was okay.
It's not her last game.
Well,
she made that a point that this is not her last game.
It's the last game of the season.
Against other
softball players.
Yeah.
The next game that we have is actually against parents and siblings.
Yes. She made an awesome play tonight, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
She played second base.
It's good.
They hit a line ground ball to you. You scooped it up, tossed it to first.
Got the girl out.
Just like I told her.
And she missed it.
Oh, she didn't catch it.
No, she missed it.
Oh, yeah,
I was responding to his text. So I was looking down and I didn't look at the game. And I missed a great play. Yeah. The only time that I don't really watch her is if she's in the outfield. Because nothing really happens in the outfield. But when she's if she's a baseman or if she's batting, I watch.
I had to stay home because we had a plumber come
Amy,
and fix a few things in the house, so I couldn't make it to the game.
Yesterday was Amy's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Let's see.
All right, so tell us when you say hi, let us know you're here, tell us where you're from.
Yes.
And
Allison was the one that sent me the message and asked about your name because her husband has the same name. Life of a Homemaker.
Life of a Homemaker.
Yes. If you guys do not watch Life of a Homemaker, y'all have to check her out. I love her channel. She does cleaning videos. She does Bible studies. Right now, yesterday she uploaded an intro to the Titus 2 woman, which if that's something that interests you, I highly recommend you check it out. Basically, she's asking, where are they? And it's, I love it. I love her heart for the Lord. And she's a mom of many. She's got five sweet little babies. And anyway, go check her out. She's great.
I'm seeing Illinois,
Hi, Miss Nunda.
Tennessee, Texas.
Hey, Louisville, Kentucky.
Virginia.
You're just up the road from us.
Louisville. Nova Scotia.
Awesome.
Canada.
I love that we're international. White Pines, I did, but I had it done. Okay, let me tell y'all something that's cool about.
Wait a minute. Wait. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you like that, but there may be people just now tuning in that is new to our channel. So we are Freedom Homestead, and we have recently moved. We're in the second week of our new home, trying to make it our new homestead. And we've got some updates for you tonight, and we got a big announcement tonight. She shouted out Life of a Homemaker. Go check her out. I want to shout out, because we usually try to shout out another channel that we want you to go to. And I want to go back to a channel that is awesome.
Very awesome.
And needs some love, needs some subscribers. White House on the Hill.
White House on the Hill. Oh, that's what I thought you were going to say. Okay.
No, these guys are cool.
They are awesome.
And I mean, they got tons of chickens, and their kids are so funny. And he makes awesome videos. The way they edit it, and I would love to see their channel just explode and go big.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're awesome, and if you want to get to meet them in person, they will be at Homesteaders of America. He is doing some, I don't know what you call it. He's doing some video work for Homesteaders of America.
Yeah.
We hired him for that.
He's going to be helping film all the goings-ons and activities and events. So I'm sorry I interrupted you earlier.
That's okay. Well, okay, so someone asked me if I got my hair cut. Yes, I did. The last time I got my hair cut, I cut it myself. But because we're fixing to go to a big fancy schmancy event, I want it to look pretty nice, you know how we ladies do. So, okay, so we live in a little town now, which I love.
Syracuse.
So there
New York.
is, listen, so in our little town just up the road, there's this little building. In this little building, there is a pizza,
Good pizza.
good pizza,
Oh, yeah.
a
We
pizza
already have.
place, and you can also rent movies there for like $1 a night, including new releases. And then in the same building just across is a salon. So I stopped by there the other day. I was like, how much for a haircut? She said $15. I said, okay. And her hair looked good, so I felt pretty good about it. And I told her I wanted, a stacked bob, that I was growing my gray out, and she was like, okay. And she did a good job. It's not fixed.
Not just pizza.
Yeah.
You can get your haircut.
You can get your haircut and a movie.
You can rent a movie.
Yeah.
Or
Chinese.
you can get egg rolls.
Yes. You can get egg rolls and fried rice. You can get egg rolls and fried rice. And I was like, this is dangerous information. But anyway, I love it. So thank you.
We get easily distracted.
Yes. And I was going to say something else. Okay, so let's talk about this big event that we're going to.
You're going to just go right to it then,
Yes,
huh?
I do. Why not?
All right. So we got a big announcement?
I think Miss Nanda's leaving.
No.
Oh,
Got a big
no.
announcement.
Wait, not that we're going to announce. Okay, go ahead.
No, it's
Okay, fine, I'll do it.
It's
Or
all
I'll do it.
because of you and
Okay.
and
On June 23rd in Port Huron, Michigan, Freedom Homestead will be at the grand opening of M.I. Gardner's store.
yes. Yes.
We're so excited.
His actual brick and mortar store, grand opening. We're gonna be
Yes,
there. We are going to be there.
He invited us and 4 other YouTube channels to come and be a part of this huge momentous occasion.
Yes.
No, Allison, I do not know how close that is to you, but girl, if it's close, I mean, like, I would love to
If
have
it's
you next.
anywhere nearby, go to this grand opening.
Yes.
He is wanting a huge turnout, and
And it's going to be at, oh, hang on, let me pull up the email. It's going to be at a cafe, Kate's Cafe.
Yeah,
Does
I
that
think
sound
it's
right?
Kate's Cafe, and starts with a P, doesn't it?
Thank you, Miss Nanda.
I'll tell you in just a minute.
But this should be a lot of fun. We've never been to.
No, never been to Michigan.
I don't think I've ever been to Michigan.
Yeah.
So this is all going to be a new adventure for us.
Okay, so the address is 227 Huron Avenue, Port Huron, Michigan. It starts at 9 a.m. to 12. It's a meet and greet with M.I. Gardner and Mrs. M.I. Gardner and special guests at Kate's Downtown Cafe. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you
at
got the
2.
time wrong.
2. Yeah, no, that's right.
Oh,
It's
okay.
9 to 12 is the meet and greet at Kate's Downtown Cafe at 231 Huron Avenue, which I guess is right next door, it looks
Yeah,
like,
and
to
then-
M.I. Gardner's store.
And then at 12 noon, they're going to have the unveiling of the new store.
Yes. So if you are in the Port Huron area, you are interested in growing your own food or even just learning how to grow
Yeah.
anything. I mean, some people want to learn how to grow herbs or flowers or whatever. M.I. Gardner is your man, and my understanding is there's even going to be like a cute little seating area, and they've got all kinds of books about gardening. And so you can go in, have a seat, read some books, ask questions, purchase your seeds. And one of the you guys know how I feel about frugality. Like, I'm all things frugal. His seeds are 99 cents a pack.
All of his seeds.
But if you use my discount code, Tangy, what is my code?
Is it 10?
No, it's not Tangy. It's TCW10. TCW10.
Yeah.
That will save you 10% on your purchase. So you get 99-cent seeds and then 10% off. So
yeah.
check it out.
How? Can't get any cheaper than that.
Yes,
But
Arms
yeah.
Family Homestead will be there.
Arms family will be
The
there.
Fundamental Home will be there.
Amanda from
Will
Fundamental
be
Home.
there. And then a channel called SSL Farm Family. SSL Family Farm.
Well, yes. Simple Sustainable Living
Yes.
Farm Family. Simple Sustainable Living Family. And they got a great. They have a great channel as well. And we haven't met them yet, but it's gonna be cool hanging out with everybody. There's gonna be a meet and greet for all of us YouTubers too. We get to meet people. So if you watch us, please, if you're there at the grand opening for his store, please stop by and say hi to us. We would love to meet people that watch us, and we'd like to see them in person. And like you said, from 9 to 12, they're meeting next door. At 12, they unveil the store. From 12 to about 3 or 3:30, it's just going to be, just inside the store, looking at everything.
Right. So again, the meet and greet is going to be at Kate's Downtown Cafe from 9 to 12, and the address is 231 Huron Avenue, Port Huron. And then at noon will be the unveiling of the store.
Yeah, and then from 12 to 3, the doors open of the new store.
So if you're unfamiliar with who we're talking about M.I. Gardner, and he has a very successful YouTube channel called M.I. Gardner, and that's M.I. as in Michigan, Gardner, all one word. And he teaches you, anybody that doesn't know anything about gardening can learn how to garden from watching him. He's very thorough and comprehensive, and he is passionate about what he does. And if you don't understand something or you have a question, if you send him a message, he will respond.
He will.
He is awesome.
He's very kind. He has helped us, especially last year when we were trying to start seeds. He helped us obtain some grow lights.
Yes,
and
he sent us grow lights as a gift.
And
those are not cheap.
We were able to set up a little inside grow light greenhouse.
Like a growing
they did amazing, and then when we transferred them to the garden, man, they just produced.
Yes.
We had a very bountiful garden last year.
Yes.
And
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, and
yay, Leah.
So. No, we'll get into the updates of our new home, because we'll talk about that here in a few minutes, about how we're going to try to set up our new garden here.
Yes, because I told him, I was like, I'm ready to start. We need to get something going. But Marielle asked, she said if she wants to ship something, what address? If you all will be a little bit patient with us, we no longer have the P.O. box that we had before because we've moved.
Yeah, I don't know if we still have it in our description or not.
Yeah.
But
don't use that.
Don't use it, because it's not. When we moved, we had to discontinue that P.O. box.
Yes.
So we haven't got a new one yet.
Yeah.
Be patient. Maybe we'll have one in a few weeks.
Yes. And again, I think Allison was asking, yes, it is the 23rd, June 23rd, from 9 to 12 at Kate's Downtown Cafe. The address is 231 Huron Avenue in Port Huron.
Just type it in.
Well, I will in a little bit.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, it would be awesome to meet all of you. Let's see, had seeds not sprout, but when I had my neighbor till my garden, they all started to pop up. I have about 30 tomato plants. Oh, wow. That's amazing.
It's going to be about
Thanks for asking.
8.5 hour drive.
For us, yeah.
For us to get there.
It's going to be a long drive.
Yeah, I know Daniel.
He's going to have to fly.
They're flying.
Yeah. And
if you follow Arms Family Homestead, they did a sweet little live video to announce this, because really, Daniel made it all about his son Houston. Houston, their youngest son, is an amazing gardener. I mean, they just don't make it out for him to look like he does. I mean, he is an amazing gardener, and he really wants to go to this grand opening and see the seeds and the gardening. It's gonna be cool. Houston's he's a trip. He's a lot of fun.
Really funny. Yeah, and Daniel, if you're not familiar with Arms Family Homestead, he has a high tunnel that he actually got a grant to build. And so if that is something that interests you, if you want to learn how to grow in a high tunnel, then he is amazing.
Yeah.
Let's see, you're going to drive right by our place if you need a potty break. Oh, funny, 10 minutes off the highway. Okay.
Who's that?
That was 1870s Homestead.
Really? We're going right by their place.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I've never been to Michigan. Yeah, we might need that break. Who knows?
Yeah, because I work Thursday. I work late Thursday night, and then we're gonna have to get up early Friday, because we're actually supposed. Okay, are they on Central Time there or Eastern Time?
Allison, are y'all on Central Time or Eastern Time?
Would Port Huron, Michigan, be on Central Time or Eastern Time?
Yeah, we're not flying. We're driving. They're on Eastern Time. So
they're on Eastern.
So they're,
So I'm losing.
an hour ahead.
Because technically, we're supposed to be there at 10 o'clock Friday morning.
Ooh.
That means we might have to leave like at midnight. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
Well, maybe we need to think about driving halfway Thursday night.
Well, that may have,
Because
yeah.
I think we're probably going to have to do that.
Yeah, we may have to.
Yeah.
May have to.
Okay. Where's our new house at? Well, we're not exactly going to say where we're at.
Yeah, we don't want to give a, yeah. We want to be.
Can you broaden your question a little bit more?
It's in Kentucky.
We're in Kentucky.
If
that helps.
It's not far from my place of work, and most of you know that I work in the world's longest cave system as a park ranger. So it's within a half-hour drive of there, and we needed to be closer to my job, and we wanted to get out of subdivisions and be more out in the country.
Oh my goodness,
So,
y'all,
we're basically in the
love it
south
here.
central Kentucky area, but we don't want to give out specific locations or little communities or towns because it's just, we still want to keep somewhat of a privacy that we need, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I've like I said, I've never been to Michigan, so I'm excited. Allison said Kentucky to Michigan is beautiful, but driving at night will be a good idea.
Yeah. And I kind of like driving at night.
Oh, cool. Carol Lee said they drive through Kentucky to go back home. Neat. Amber said, I can't wait to move out of the subdivision. No more HOA for me, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, thankfully we didn't have an HOA at the house that we lived at. And most of our neighbors were really nice and very supportive of my homesteading adventures.
Yeah.
And some of them would even send me like pictures of chickens, like in private messages on Facebook, and they're like, why don't you have any yet? I'm like, I know, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, they're awesome.
Somebody just showed up late. They're like, what's going on in Michigan?
Oh,
you've got to go back and watch this.
no, I'll tell her, Jennifer. We are gonna.
Gotta go back and watch.
No, stop. We are going to be at M.I. Gardner's grand opening on June 23rd. It's from 9 to 12 at Kate's Cafe at 231
Put that in
Huron
the comment.
Avenue, Port Huron, Michigan. So we're really excited. We're very, very honored that he asked us because, like I said, there's only going to be 5 YouTubers there.
He's
asked us
invited
to go.
5 YouTube channels to that has been helping him and working with him over the last couple of years, and we're honored and humbled to be one of these 5 because if you look at the other 4 channels, we're the little bitty channel out of the 5, and it's just cool to be kind of in the midst of them.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
It is really excited. And Jennifer,
I've never been to a grand opening like this.
This is a meet and greet. So if you can make the trip, since you said it's a day trip for you, that would be awesome. I'm gonna be there. Amanda's gonna be there. Arms Family Homestead is gonna be there. So we are so excited.
I actually heard him say that he would love to have about 2,000 people at his grand opening.
Wouldn't that be great?
That would be amazing.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. Underground, we weren't sure. I was going to say, like, you probably weren't asking for specifics, but people have asked. So,
okay.
We're just making sure.
Yeah,
Jennifer
that's
says,
fine.
I'm
That's
from
fine.
Indiana. I recognize where you moved, but I'm not telling. Love the area. Well, thank you. We appreciate that. But yeah, we really love where we are. We have Amish passing by our house every day. Our dogs don't know what to think about the horses. Like, they're fine with the goats and the sheep. They don't bark at them. They don't do anything. And I thought they would. I was like, oh my gosh, these goats are going to drive them crazy.
There's goats 50 yards from our back porch where our dog hangs out all day and just watches them. Has never barked at them.
Well, except for one time, I don't know. I think it was a sheep. like came a little bit
Too
farther
close.
farther over than they normally
But they
come.
do not like the horse.
The horses, they don't. They
No.
they don't know what to do.
Uh,
They're like,
there's a couple of Amish guys that work this farm, and when they tie their horse up on our side of the,
"Oh, thanks, Anita."
the dogs don't like it. It's
Uh,
funny.
Allison, it's always been my dream, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm right here. In fact, like less than 2 miles up the road is their community, and we were actually going to go scouting out some produce stands today,
I
but
know.
we were so busy today. Today was like wake up, hit the ground running.
Yes, if you watched one of our earlier videos from just a few days back, there was one where I was getting stuff done outside around the house. We've got a whole front porch of all the carpet we had to rip out of our bedrooms. We had no carpet in our house now, which is awesome.
Yay!
So that helps with our allergies and everything. But anyway, I finally got the carpet hauled away today. My daughter and I, we loaded it all up ourselves and took it to it's a transfer station. They do recycling and trash pickups and everything, and we got rid of it. So now we have a front porch. I didn't realize how big our front porch was.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I was like, oh, I'm going to go sweep it down. And then I'm like, I need some hanging ferns, and we need some chairs out here.
We will have to do a some sort of video or something of when we go get stuff at the Amish.
Yes. I'm very excited.
Yeah, we really want to find out what's up the road. We've already had a few people tell us where it is, so we got to go check it out soon.
And one thing that I'm really interested in knowing is whether or not they have produce auctions. So you can get like a big box of tomatoes to can and just pay, not that much for them. So, but yeah, it was funny because Allison said, my midwife works for the Amish up in the thumb. I am so down with that Michigan lingo. I know exactly what you're talking about, up in the thumb.
Up in the thumb.
Yeah.
I know. What part of Michigan are you from?
And then they do this. Yeah.
We just do this, for Kentucky. We just do that.
Yeah.
Works.
Yeah, we do the sideways hand. Jennifer says we have a lot of Mennonite and a few Amish communities. I love the Mennonite store. Everything is in bulk too. Yeah,
We have them both around here.
We do have them both, and of course it depends on the community. Some of the Amish, the men dress like other men, but the women will wear dresses and keep their heads covered. But they use cell phones and things like that. But anyway. Yes, Amber, rockers. That's what I want, some rockers. Lived among them in St. that word.
So.
And their auction was amazing. Awesome. And I also benefited theirs.
So we've done our big announcement.
Yeah.
So
Just like Doug.
we do have a few updates. Just a lot of people haven't been asking about a new house tour. They've been asking about, are we going to have a garden? People have really been on this journey with us. So it's been a lot of fun sharing things with you. As far as the house tour, when are we going to do that?
Soon. I'm really waiting for one of my children, Parker, to finish unpacking his boxes. It's definitely not going to be a complete house tour. By that I mean the house isn't going to look like it's going to look
going
forever.
to take you through every bedroom or anything like that, but
I was going to kind of sort of do that. Just stand in the kids' doorway and just kind of pan, but not like actually go in there.
Yeah.
But yeah. Hi, Blue Ridge. But yeah, I was hoping to get that done this week. And I may still, but it just, like I said, all of June and and the last half of May has just been insane. Has been absolutely insane.
Somebody said dress like Doug.
Yeah, I saw that.
I could pull it off around here.
You could.
Got the shirt and suspenders.
You do.
I actually kind of have the outfit. I just don't have the hat.
The outfit.
The outfit. I'm sorry. It's my allergies.
Let's see. My husband and I would love. Oh, Marielle said that they would love more videos when we can on cooking, baking, canning, survival videos, and tips and tricks.
That's a lot.
Well, it's all good suggestions.
Those are great, yes.
Yeah.
And those are videos we all want to do, no
Mm-hmm.
question. Actually, keep reminding us, but it
Thank
has
you.
been a little difficult just with the move and getting unboxed
Yeah.
and just trying to set the house up. But we're over the hump.
Yes, we're definitely over the
We're
hump.
over the hump.
Mhm.
We're getting things settled, and so hopefully we can start branching back out, and you can get back into some of your cooking and canning
Yes.
videos. And
Working on it. Of course,
and,
yeah. And among all of the craziness, we also launched a website, frugalfamilyfood.com,
Yeah, yeah.
and issued a month-long challenge, low spend challenge. And so, yeah, it's just been keeping us busy. But hopefully, I'm hoping that by July, things are going to calm down and I can get back to doing all those things. Thank you, Pam. Let's see. Yes, Sharon, we've done.
Yeah,
Oh, my goodness.
and I will plug her website, thefrugalfamilyfood.com.
Yes.
You can go to that website and you can sign up for their newsletter,
Yes.
which does not cost anything.
No, it does not.
But do it.
Do it.
Do it.
You should.
Those are frugal tips
Yep.
for food.
Yep. Helping you feed your family well on a budget. That's what we're all about.
So check it out.
And yeah, Leah's Frugal Farmhouse, and you also may know her as Creighton Myrtle Homestead. She has been faithful. Like, we go live every morning in the month of June to talk about the day's challenge. She's been faithful every morning to join us, and she is all about it. And she's also posting on her YouTube channel. She did some of her coupon clipping, and she's really getting into it, and she really makes it fun. So,
Yeah. Somebody
you and your
says they're
dreams.
loving that low spend challenge.
yay!
I like the idea of getting through a month and not spending nearly as much as you used to. I'm not really loving the challenge because it's hard.
It is hard.
It's hard. I love saving money.
Oh,
At the
yeah.
end of the month, when you find out, ooh, look what I did.
Right.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
But the challenge, not loving it so much.
Yeah.
But the end result,
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving it.
Well, and I think you learn a lot about yourself. You learn about your spending habits. You learn about what you can do without. And yeah, it's going to be hard because, like, this week, okay,
Yeah.
so this week, the challenge on Thursday, which is grocery shopping day, we're challenging you to only spend 70% of your usual grocery budget. Do you know what that makes our grocery budget for the week? $35.
Yeah.
And we've already spent $8 of it on getting some deer ground up. So that means I have $27 to shop for the week. I'm doing Weight Watchers, and we eat, like, my whole family eats a lot. So yeah,
Too much.
it's going to be a challenge, but we're up for it. We can do it. I mean, we actually, that used to be
Well.
our weekly budget. Period. We used to live on $35 a week. So
Yeah, but the kids are bigger and older and eat
Right.
more now.
true.
And I'm bigger and older and eat more now.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
It's taking a long, hard look in the mirror.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes that's hard to do when you look in the mirror and you kind of see what you need to cut out, and you got to make those choices. But then when you make those choices and try it for a month and see how it works and see how much money you save, you realize that this is doable.
Right.
This is really cool. If I have to, I can really save.
Mm-hmm.
It's some of it's just self-control, your self-will. Sometimes you think, well, no, there's no way. And then when you try it, you're like, well, hey, I surprised myself.
Right.
Didn't realize that.
Yep. And it's
So definitely, frugalfamilyfood.com,
yes.
newsletter.
And Terry asked, what time do we normally go live? We have been going live at 9 a.m. Eastern, but this week we're going later, just because we got a lot of things going on in the morning. So if you go to Frugal Family Food, the page, Frugal Family Food page, you can actually sign up to get notifications anytime we post or go live in there. Then hopefully you'll be able to hang out with us. But thank you all of you guys are, like, showing a lot of love, and that's really,
Yeah.
really exciting. So thank you. Let's see. Underground Bunker, yes, we do have a local Aldi grocery store. It would be so hard to shop if we didn't have one.
We didn't move incredibly far away from our old home, and we still have to go back to town, is what we call it. Our town that we're used to. So yeah, we're still Aldi's.
Yeah. Terry, I'm sorry to hear about that. Hopefully you can get in touch with somebody to help with that. Okay.
Somebody's going to Alaska and Montana.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
The Frugal Family Food Low Spend Challenge is really helping us save money for the trip.
Yay!
Oh, okay.
That is great.
Yes.
So Mandy, what you missed? We're just gonna have to keep saying this thing. We are going to be at M.I. Gardner's grand opening at his store on June 23rd, and we're meeting over at Kate's Cafe. The address is 231 Huron Avenue, Port Huron. The time is from 9 to 12 for the meet and greet. We're going to be there along with 4 other YouTube channels, not including M.I. Gardner and Mrs. M.I. Gardner.
Yeah, they're the stars.
Absolutely.
They're the stars of this. Wait, let's tell everybody that M.I. Gardner's having a grand opening. They're opening up a new store. I'm just joking. We just keep announcing it over and over.
No, that's good though.
But his new brick and mortar
excited.
store, I mean,
Yes.
he has been so successful with his YouTube channel and his website and all his online orders. Now he's got his own store, his actual store, and I know this is a dream for them.
Yes.
And so not only is it just the seeds, but now he's going to have all these books. He's going to have equipment that you can purchase to help you garden.
Yep. We're so excited for him. I've been watching him since he was a kid.
He started, yes.
Like, I think, was he 18?
He started showing people how to garden and do things,
Yeah.
yes, when he was a teenager.
Yeah, so it's really cool to watch him from being a kid, starting college, and then getting married, and then graduating college, and now he's a dad, and now he's opening a store. It's just been so cool to see him go through all of that, and now I can truly call him a friend. He's so great.
And what do our kids sometimes call him?
Emily calls him Superman. Is that
Superman,
what
yeah, Clark Kent.
Yeah. Well, if you watch the one on TV,
I see the resemblance.
the guy that played Shaw on Chuck, who also played Superman in the movie, I can't remember what his real name is, but that's he does. Luke does kind of look like him.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. That's awesome, Mandy. Now, I don't know where, like, how far are you from Michigan? Are you on that part of Canada, or is British Columbia, Canada, more toward New York?
I know where
My geography is so bad. Ask him.
his new Port Huron. I mean, that's right on the river, and
Oh,
right across the river. I mean, if you're looking across the river, you're looking into Canada. So we're going to be literally a stone's throw away from Canada. I was telling Parker about that. I said, "You're going to get to see another country." And he's like, "Wow!" He thought that was pretty awesome.
Oh,
So,
look at all the love for Luke. That's so great.
Luke is awesome.
He is great.
And he, you know, all this love is rightly deserved because he gives it.
Yes.
He helps people. He pours his heart out to others, and so give it right back.
Yeah.
Give it right back.
He's so great. And Marielle, yes, that is the plan, is to get chickens. Now we will not get probably anything else because we're right smack dab in farm country. I mean, right over there, literally right over there are goats and sheep, and then
I can see him.
over there are some cows. And so one of the things that I think kind of gets lost in the prepping mindset is the need for community. We need community. You need to know who your neighbors are. You need to establish relationships with them, and you need to, hey, look, it's Luke. Yay!
He is in the house.
Obviously, your ears have been burning because we've been talking about you.
I don't know.
Maybe
His phone started blowing up. I don't know.
Probably.
We've been talking about you. Good things.
Yes.
Good things.
Very soon. We want to get the garden going first.
Yes.
We want to get settled first. And then we can start introducing some chickens. And we're going to start small. We may get 2 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
and then just see how that
I
does.
saw where Miss Nunda from Bonterre Homes, her husband built her an awesome little chicken tractor.
Thank you, Brenda.
And so we're gonna have to, yeah. I'm thinking about starting some raised beds. We're not really sure where we can till up everything. I need to find out where everything is underground first with all of our lines and septic and everything. But definitely maybe in the next couple of weeks
Or sooner, maybe.
or sooner. Maybe get some
Maybe.
raised beds going because
Yeah.
we're really late to the game this summer.
We are.
because of the move.
Yeah, I mean, if we can just do 1 or 2 this year, and then next year add 4.
Chickens?
No.
Oh, raised beds.
I would really love to have a setup like what Luke's got. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Luke has got all those raised beds and like in between the beds. I can't remember. Do you have?
He's got a beautiful.
Is it wood chips or is it? I was thinking it was pebbles, but maybe I'm thinking of the cottage garden. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I think
not
it's
sure.
the cottage.
He's got all of these raised beds,
Yeah.
but he's got these nice little pathways and runs in
Yeah, and
between
it's
them.
so-
And I don't know what
Yeah.
material he uses, but
And that's what I like about it is that it's very functional, but it's also very beautiful.
It is.
And that's what I'm looking for. Now that we're in our what I believe to be our forever home, I want to make sure that everything we do with a lot of intention, a lot of thought, and make it functional as well as beautiful. And we can do it all within budget, of course. Jennifer, yeah, I would really love to do a fall garden, get some greens in. Y'all know I love my collards. Collards are pretty hardy. I think they can do a little later in the year. Amber said, "Call before you dig should come out and mark the lines that is underground."
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're definitely gonna get something going. But in the meantime, like I was saying earlier, before the celebrity walked in the door over there, we definitely want to know our neighbors. We want to scout out the Amish down there and see what they've got, who they are, what they grow throughout the year.
I really like what you said about the community. And I've already went over and talked a little bit next door. And not only do they raise the goats and everything, but they have chickens over there.
They do have chickens and turkeys and ducks, right?
I don't know.
One of the Amish
Maybe.
guys over there has an incubator.
He does have chickens.
And he will hatch things. But hey, let me ask y'all a question. Luke, any of you other gardeners, I have access to all of the goat and sheep manure I could ever want. That's not something I can use green, is it? Like I'm gonna have to let that sit, right? And then how long does it need to sit? Is it a year? Can it hang out for a couple of months before it's used? What's the turnaround time on that there goat poo to use in the garden, that compost? Let me know.
So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that farm. I know they clean out their stalls a lot, but I don't know what they do with it. If it's piled up somewhere, sitting.
Yeah, I don't know if they keep it, if they spread it out. We saw them. I mean, they do pretty regularly, right? Like.
I mean, you don't smell anything.
No,
they
it's
keep
clean.
They keep it clean.
Y'all, that farm is immaculate and it's beautiful. They do such an amazing job over there.
We've started a movement in Sweden.
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 That is awesome.
I can't talk tonight.
I like Charlotte's idea. I love berries, and I definitely want to grow blueberries and raspberries. That's definitely a good idea to get that going. Moderately, it isn't as hot as cow or chicken, so you can use it right away as long as it sets for 2 to 3 weeks and keep it moist. Thank you.
Okay.
Jennifer, I did know about rabbit poop. That is like, yeah, you can use that straight from the bunny bottom to your garden. Anything, okay. A homeschool science fair. Kid did a comparison and rabbit was the best. Homeschool kids rock.
Okay. Now the other day they had a huge pile of it out there. And,
yeah, it was
and
a
I
mountain.
mean, today it's gone, so I don't know what they do with it.
Yeah, we'll have to ask, but we did, when we put an offer on this house, before it was even accepted, we went over there and talked to the farm manager, and I was like, hey, y'all got any manure over there that you, and he was like, man, we got all the manure you want.
Well, when we put an offer in on the house, we went and talked to them. I just want to know if we move here, what are we getting?
Oh yeah.
What are we living next door
Right.
to?
That's cool.
And they were really nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Funny guy over there. Yes, actually, our very first garden we used mushroom compost.
Yes, and it worked amazingly well.
Yes. We got some black gold from his dad's farm. Jackie just went to an old stall, scooped up a bunch of dirt and that had all the old manure and decomposed hay and everything in it.
Yeah.
So it was part of that, and then it was mushroom
And
compost.
then we put a couple of bags of that mushroom compost. And
Yeah.
man, the jalapenos went nuts.
They did. That was our very first garden.
Squash, jalapenos. It was in a little raised bed.
I love that.
Yeah.
Luke said you always want a manure scout before buying a house. That is so true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Scalp the crap.
Oh, Charlotte said this year she's going to get 15 pints of blueberries. Hashtag goals. Going to go pie. Ooh, apple pie jam. Okay, that sounds good. That are you making a video on that? Because that would be amazing.
See you in the morning for Frugal Family Food. Yeah. You tell them you've been doing live shows every morning?
Yes, we've been doing live shows every morning on Frugal Family Food.
That's through your the Facebook?
Through the Facebook page.
The Facebook page, Frugal Family Food.
Yes. Now, we have been sharing it in our other Frugal Family groups. But yeah, Amanda and I get on each morning and we talk about the challenge for the day. So today was to make something that you normally buy from scratch, which I haven't done yet because I didn't have time. But my plan, and I may do it tomorrow because I have a little more time tomorrow, was to make pizza crust ahead of time because I have a recipe later this week that's going to require pizza crust. And it's really not going to take that long because what you do, in case you don't know, is you prepare your your favorite pizza dough crust recipe. You let your dough do its first rise, and then you wrap it up in cellophane, stick it in a plastic bag, throw it in the freezer. When you're ready to use it, pull it out, let it thaw out completely, roll it out to the shape you want, and then it's ready to put your toppings on and bake.
Yeah.
So that's all you have to do.
Blue Ridge Prepper. We have just over 1 acre, but we actually have more land than that because other people are saying some of this stuff around us we can use. So what?
I'm so excited.
What?
Because Luke said that me and Amanda will have to bring strawberry crates because we're going to go strawberry picking.
I love strawberries. Luke may not know this, but when I was a little tyke,
Ooh, Jennifer, that sounds good.
yeah, my parents, they had a
Can I
quarter-acre strawberry patch, and people came from all around to pay to pick strawberries. And as a little kid, I would sit out in the middle of that strawberry patch and just eat strawberries till I couldn't eat anymore. And I still love strawberries.
That's
Absolutely
awesome.
love strawberries. So,
Yay, I'm so excited.
man, this is gonna be fun.
I know, I'm really
Luke
excited.
came in late. Remember what we were talking about? Luke, you're on Eastern time. We found out. I guess you're on Eastern time there.
Yeah,
And I have to work Thursday night,
yeah.
and I think we're gonna have to leave very early Friday morning. It's about an 8.5 hour drive.
Yes.
So we don't know if we're gonna leave Thursday night and go about halfway and stay, and then I don't know what we'll do.
I think that would be
But I really
the
don't-
best thing to do.
But you know, if we stay, we're only gonna be getting sleeping for 2 or 3 hours and then continuing on.
Well, if we drive halfway, well, that's true.
See?
Well, let me think. If we have to be there at 9, then wait a minute. No, we don't. What time do we? What? I don't know. Okay, we'll talk later. we'll figure it out.
We'll talk later. Yeah.
Let's see. Your new home is très joli. I'm guessing that's French, and très means 3, and jolie means awesome. I don't know. I'm kidding. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, stop in and nap and recharge, White Pine
White
said.
Plains. My house is halfway.
Good night, Mandy. Thank you for hanging out with us. I'm so excited about that. It means very pretty. Thank you. It is. We
Oh,
really
cool.
love it, and we will get a home tour up for
Yes,
you guys
sir.
soon.
Eastern time. You get here, you can sleep a bit.
There is a rest period. Remember, we know all y'all are going to be poop more than the goat manure.
Yeah.
So true.
Well,
so
we
true.
want to try to we don't want to miss any of the fun stuff
No.
and any excitement. So we do want to get there as soon as we can, so we can spend as much time with you guys and get to do all the activities that everyone is doing.
Yeah. Very cool. Oh me. Yeah.
Any more updates going on around here?
Did I tell you that we're going to be at the M.I. Gardner grand opening?
We should announce that.
We should announce that. I'm going to announce that really quick.
What's the address?
Well, on June 23rd, we are going to be in Port Huron, Michigan for M.I. Gardner's grand opening. From 9 to 12, you'll find us at Kate's Cafe, which is right next door. The address is 231 Huron Avenue, Port Huron, Michigan. And we, along with 4 other YouTubers, plus Mr. and Mrs. M.I. Gardner,
Oh, yes.
we will all be hanging out, and we're going to get to know each other and hug each other. And then at 12 o'clock, it is the grand reveal.
Going to unveil their big store, brick and mortar, M.I. Gardner, seeds, books, equipment. No, I don't know what all they're going to have in the store, but it's. We may be coming back with some stuff.
Yep.
We're going to be
I'm
coming back with
excited.
some stuff.
Yeah. Well, you know me.
Well,
I get on the website and I'm like, I don't need any seats. I got like 50 million of them. And then I'm like, oh.
not only is there going to be a
He's
ton
got
of
this,
stuff
this,
that we
and
will want, we know we're getting it from somebody who has been so kind to us.
Absolutely.
We're going to get, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We got
I'm excited. I can't wait to see the library that he's going to have set up and all the scenes.
We may even have some t-shirts to wear when we come up there.
We might.
I hope.
Maybe. So, yeah, we are looking at...
That's another update we can announce.
Well,
we're
kind of, sort of. There's really nothing to announce there
well,
yet.
we're trying to get some t-shirts made for
Good night,
our
Brenda.
Freedom Homestead.
Yes. Yeah.
So-
So that way, in case, people are like, now, who are you? That,
Yeah.
Well,
Because sometimes we do our videos and we forget to announce who we are, and they says, yeah, who are these people? And they're talking about some cool stuff, but I don't know who they are. And we forget to say welcome to Freedom Homestead and talk about what we try to do here, so at least we can have some shirts to remind us to remind them.
Yeah. Amber said I would be a good flight attendant. Except I don't fly. That's the whole reason why we're driving.
She will not fly.
That's why
She
we're
will
driving.
not fly. I think flying's cool, except for the whole getting there and getting on the plane. Which, by the time you do that, you can drive halfway there.
This is true.
Um,
Hi, Christine. City folk trying to figure out how to garden and do much more from scratch. We've moved a lot. I feel your pain, but it's so exciting. Well, thank you. And yes, it is. We were talking to some of his family members that are looking at selling their house and buying another
Yeah.
one, and they're older. And I was like, ooh. I mean, I'm in my 30s and he's in his 40s, and I'm like, we are too old to move.
Yeah.
It is exhausting and tiring.
yeah, I was checking our Freedom Homestead Friends Facebook page, and someone actually asked a question. They asked, they're going to be moving in 2 or 3 weeks, and they wanted to know if there's any tips.
Pay someone to do it for you if you can
It's
afford it.
probably worth. I mean, it's definitely worth having some people come in and move everything for you. If you're gonna do it yourself, get a bigger truck. Our U-Haul, I thought, would be plenty big enough. Plenty big enough. Well, we loaded it 3 times.
3 times.
3 times. So you always have more than what you think, or it's a bigger project than what you'll think. So
Right.
yeah, but get people to help. Ask around, friends, family, church, whatever. Try to get as much help as possible.
Yes.
It really wears you out trying to do it all yourself.
Yes.
Get help.
Yeah. So Luke said your kitchen is much bigger than your last ? It looks a lot larger. It is. The house itself,
Yes.
our top floor is a lot bigger. Well, I say a lot bigger. It's 100 square feet larger. But then we have a full basement underneath, which that was really what was like, yeah, we're gonna buy it. We'll take it.
Well,
But let's see. Christine said, my husband is a youth pastor. When we moved, we hired our youth group. It was so worth it. Yeah, we had some friends that did help us.
Yes, I had a couple of buddies come help. Oh, well, we had 2 friends from church. I had a coworker come, and they were a big help, huge help.
They were.
I probably needed about a dozen more though.
Yeah, it was, of course, my parents, the last time they made a really big move, they moved from Indiana to South Georgia.
Yeah.
And we weren't halfway. We were within a few hours of their trip. But they packed a U-Haul. They stopped at our house. They gave us all their stuff. They took the U-Haul back and went on to South Georgia. They're like, it's just too much work. They said we would just rather start over. So, yeah, that's where the kids' bedroom furniture came from. And my parents are preppers, and my mom gave me they gave us all their preps, like their tents and their camping gear and everything. So it was a blessing.
Yeah. Have you compared the dimensions of the kitchen to the old house?
No.
Yeah.
But,
Definitely more cabinet space.
Oh, yeah.
More pantry space.
Yeah.
Definitely.
More floor space. I mean, there's just...
Probably.
It is.
It's
It's
more
bigger.
open.
It's definitely bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the layout is so much.
The layout makes it very useful.
Yes.
Very useful.
Yeah. I mean, I liked our little peninsula, but it was kind of in an awkward place. Like, you come in from the laundry room, and there's the peninsula, so then you have to kind of zigzag.
You had to
around
make a sharp turn to get around it. This is more open. Yeah, more functional.
Oh, that's
Man,
cool.
what else is there?
Linda said, we were 50 and 52 when we moved. We had a moving company move us. The nicest thing they did was put our beds together. We had never had someone move us. Yeah, I mean, obviously, we try to save money as much as we can. We didn't, we kind of we knew what we were going to get for our house.
Yeah.
And every dollar had a name. We knew exactly what we were going to do with every single dollar, and there was just not enough room to hire a company to move us.
We did not have anything left over to do that, or we would have.
Or we would have, yeah. And we know now, if we ever do it again, we're going to make room for it.
Yeah.
But hopefully we won't ever have to move again. Let's see, that's what we're doing, moving 10 miles. We're downsizing 600 square feet, though. Wow. Yeah, I have a big family, and we have a lot of friends that live out of state, and we wanted room to host our friends and family.
Yeah. The basement downstairs is unfinished, but we can set it up. We're going to set it up. We may not be able to finish it all. We're not going to be able to finish it all, but eventually we are going to have it set up where we can have people come and stay, and they'll have some room down there.
Yeah.
They'll have a bed, and they'll be able to have their own space downstairs and our space upstairs. And we've been so blessed when we travel and visit family and friends that they've had places set up like this. For us, it has been so helpful and so useful, especially when we went to Virginia, when we go to Georgia. There's family, there's friends, there's church people that we love to visit with, and it helps. So I can't really put into words.
Oh, I can.
How much at ease
You
when
have
you
privacy. You have
Yeah.
privacy, and you also don't feel like you're intruding too much on their space because there's enough room for everybody, and that's what we want to provide. Y'all know I'm the oldest of 7 kids. All of my siblings, except one, are married with children, and all of my siblings, except one, have at least 3 children. I have one brother that has 2 kids, but all the other siblings that are married have at least 3.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that when they come, that they can sprawl out, that the kids can run and scream and do whatever they want to do downstairs, and we have a place for that now. So I'm really excited.
I will say this. I said I couldn't put into words, but really it just takes a lot of burden off your shoulders, because half those trips that we took, we probably would not have been able to afford it if it weren't for their generosity. What's going on?
Linda, can you kind of sort of give me a major town that's near you in
Well,
North Georgia? Because you know I'm from there, right? I'm from Northeast Georgia. That's where I was born and raised.
Yeah, y'all should maybe have to private message each other, so y'all.
So Emma Gardner said, I know it's a tight budget, but I would love to see Jack make a backsplash with your last name in the tile. Saw it on Pinterest.
Ooh.
That would be kind of cool.
Huh.
That might be something we could do downstairs, because I'm hoping to eventually have like a little kitchenette kind of thing, like with a sink and a microwave and a little refrigerator.
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
That is a cool idea. But yeah, there's already really pretty backsplash up here.
Yep.
I love this kitchen. I love it. And a couple of people have said, oh, I like your cabinets, but you should paint them. No, I'm not going to. I had white cabinets and I hated them. They were the bane of my existence. All I saw, if I got focused on the
I'll
dirt.
show you. I'm going to pan up so you can see some of these cabinets here.
Can you see? Okay. Anyway, the other house, we had white cabinets, and every time
Nash Vegas.
if I just saw the dirt, then it was all I could see, and then it was really hard to get clean, and I would spend a whole day cleaning cabinets, and I was like, never again. I will never, ever, ever, ever have white cabinets ever again.
Well, yeah.
I feel a little strongly about that, in case you can't tell.
Yeah. I don't like dark wood because I don't like the house to be dark, but I'm perfectly okay with this.
I love the wood.
Yeah,
I love it.
This it works.
Yes.
I'll just say it works.
I love the farmhouse style. Uh-oh.
Oh.
What does that say? Okay. I love the farmhouse style, but I
It
also
asked
like...
us if we were ready to stop streaming. No.
We're just getting started
Okay.
now. Anyway, I love the farmhouse style, and I know that white cabinets are on point or on trend with the farmhouse style, but I also love rustic touches.
Oh, yeah.
I love like the cabin style, and so I love, or anything like natural. So I love wood, even if it's stained. I still love
Barnwood.
it. Yes.
We love
barnwood.
that rustic barnwood or old cabin.
Oh,
feel.
Jessica, don't worry, girl. I ain't never. Let's see. Covington. Okay, 5 miles east of Atlanta. Okay. Yep. Okay, I know where Hollywood is. Yeah, my dad used to do some work down there. Very cool.
Yeah.
Cummings, Georgia.
So that's
I know
further-
exactly where you are.
I know where Cumming is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not
And
far
that's
from Dahlonega. That's where my
that's-
sister-in-law's from. Dahlonega.
yeah.
Yep. Have cherry stained. I like the
That's-
antique white.
It's
not the
about 2 hours from where she
where I
grew
grew
up.
up.
About 2 hours away.
Yep. It's very cool. Very awesome. Oh me. Well, what's up? Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We're almost at an hour.
Yeah, plus we got to get up early in the morning and take one of the kids to a camp. Our son is doing a day camp this week. And,
Doing all the things that he loves to do. But y'all know how he is about frogs and herping and all that stuff.
Oh.
He loves Coyote Peterson from Ray
he
Wilderness.
got to go dip netting in a wetland today.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow he's getting to follow in his old man's footsteps, and he's going caving, and he's going to learn how to survey in a cave and map. And
Jennifer's taking her kids to see Coyote Peterson on Friday.
oh,
That is awesome.
yeah, that would be like Parker's
Oh, yeah.
dream birthday party.
Yeah, every time he comes out with a new one, he runs in there and he's like, Coyote's got a new video out. Let's see. FYI, we got in trouble with barnwood and some shelving. Be careful with what it is treated with. Arsenic was infused. Ooh.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
And
you
one
gotta
of
be
the
careful
boards
with
and wouldn't fly. Whoa, I did not know that. That's crazy. Where did you grow up? We were married and we're from Dunwoody. I am from, I won't tell you the exact location, but I will tell you we were very, very close to
Excuse me.
Gainesville, Georgia. So,
Yeah, you were.
in that area. Oh, thank you, Terry. Yeah, but it's, I'm a homeschool mama, so I'm with my babies all the time. And even though he's at camp and he's where his daddy works, I'm like, it's killing me on the inside. I'm just like, I hope he's safe. I hope he's not hungry. I hope, I'm terrible. I know I gotta cut that cord, cut them strings, whatever you call it. But he's my baby.
It's hard.
It is hard.
It's hard, especially when
Yeah.
he's your youngest.
Yeah. But he had such a great time. He came home and he was like telling me, he was like, I caught a frog and I caught a lizard and all
When I
that
showed
stuff.
up to pick him up, He's like, look what I got. And he's got a lizard in his hand. He's walking around with a lizard.
Yeah. Oh, cool, Linda. Yeah. So, yeah, you know exactly where I'm at. Very cool.
Well, I guess we need to call it a night, but thank you so much for everybody that has tuned in, which right now it's saying over 70 people, which is, it's amazing that you guys follow us and want to interact with us. We love this. We're humbled by it, definitely.
And we have a lot of fun with y'all.
We do. This is enjoyable. It's a community. I feel like we can connect with people.
Thanks for hanging out, Amber.
And we can't wait to meet Luke soon.
Yes.
And I don't know. You've got to go if you are anywhere able to go to this grand opening store, the M.I. Gardner brick and mortar store. I mean, if you can't do it, at least look up his website and look at his seeds. He's got some amazing stuff.
Yes, all organic, non-GMO, 99 cents a pack.
Then you can watch all of his videos on how to grow it properly. And, and
thank you. We love y'all too.
Can't say enough about
y'all
it.
Make this so much fun.
But
okay.
Is that it?
I guess.
It's been a long day. We're tired.
Yay!
So,
I'm so glad you said that, Luke, because somebody actually asked if you were going to be live streaming the grand opening. So that's good to know.
Okay. Live streaming grand opening.
Good deal. Good deal. All right. Well, y'all have a good night.
Yes. And keep watching our videos. We're trying to post videos every couple of days, if not every day. So.
And either tomorrow or the next day, I got a video on how I make my homemade biscuits.
Homemade biscuits.
Because
she makes awesome biscuits.
I posted a picture of them like a few weeks ago, and someone asked like, "How do you make your biscuits? They're so tall and fluffy looking." And so I was like, you know what? I'll just make a video. So I did. And
my parents were very happy to find out that we were engaged, but my dad took me to the side and he goes, "Can she make biscuits?" She did. He did. He was just like, she needs to know how to make biscuits and gravy. So.
And I knew how to make biscuits, but it took me a couple of years to learn how to make gravy. I couldn't get it right, but I finally got it right. Okay.
Y'all have a good night, and stay in touch, and we'll keep you updated. Keep following us on all of our Instagram and Facebooks and everything, and watching our videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you, guys.
Good night, guys.
Good night. If I can figure out how to turn this off. There we go.